Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Meat Sangria podcast. I'm your host, Matt Lipari, with
Frankie.
Frankie is here. I don't even know your last name, dude.
Dragotto. Frankie Dragotto.
Oh, that's why you go for Frankie Dragotto.
Yeah, it's a little long.
I got it.
Irish.
It's really not. It's what?
It's Irish.
It's Irish. Yeah, classic Irish last name. Classic Lebanese last name.
Yeah, you know, it's very different.
It's a pretty good, like, honestly, if your name was, well, your name is Frankie Dragotto, because you're just cutting it off. Is that your, like, stage name, technically?
No, I tell them, they always put Drago on. I'm like, can you put Dragotto?
Yeah, oh. Well, you signed up on the thing as Frankie, actually, I noticed, for today, so.
Oh, yeah, I did. And then I
was
realized,
like, does he not like his last name? Is he not going to put it there?
No, I'm an idiot. I realized after, I'm like, oh, everybody has their last name. I'm like, I just did my initial, just F. They're like, F is going up. Not actually.
I think I saw Frankie.
Yeah,
you can tell her that we'll make sure you get called what you want.
Okay, good.
But even though you actually can. The host of this open mic is she's from Mexico and she has a heavy accent. So like sometimes I can't understand her when she calls my name. I'm just like listening so intently. I'm like, am I up?
So you're just profiling her basically.
Well, I guess technically, but like I know her.
Yeah. Have you gone there a lot? You've done a lot of open mics there?
At that one, yeah. That's like the first. That's the first one I went to in Manhattan when I started going back to them. It's good. I mean, she's it's like a fun room. You'll see. Like, I don't want to spoil it.
It's a good time over there.
It's a pretty good time.
Okay. Excited.
Yeah, what was it? I had a top. Oh, I was assuming you were coming on the Long Island Railroad.
Oh yeah.
And do you even come using that? It's like far, right?
Dude, it's not. It's an hour. It's like the same.
And you might as well drive.
Yeah, and I don't feel like getting sexually assaulted on the train by some homeless guy or.
That's the best part. That's literally the best part.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I look forward to it. If like I'm not getting a lot of attention at home, I'll take the train. Someone will touch me or something. So I decided to drive in though today.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I mentioned this to you when we first started. I mentioned that there was like this pyramid scheme. There was like these people that kept talking to me about a pyramid scheme on the Long Island Railroad. I mentioned it briefly, and I was trying to remember the thing. The first time it happened, I was like, this was like 5 years ago. I was coming for like an interview for an internship, and then on the way home there was this guy. His name is Pete. I don't care about doxing him. He was like a skinny Italian guy named Pete who was bald.
Oh, good guy.
And he just kept like telling me about his mentor. He's like, "Hey, you coming in here? What are you doing in the city?" I'm like, going for an interview. He's like, "Oh, like I just got involved with my mentor." I'm like, "Who's this fucking mentor?" Right?
Yeah.
And then he lied to me. Like I was waiting for my train. He lied to me. Said, "Oh, the train you're waiting for is not actually going to your destination. Like you have to take the next one." Just so I would spend more time with him and sit there with him.
Good sales.
And at that point, I hadn't really been taking the trains that often, I guess. Yeah. I was just like, oh, whatever, it's fine, maybe, I don't know. And we spend more 20 minutes, he just like, kept asking me questions. And I gave him my phone number, I was like, whatever. And then I remember like a month later, he called me on the phone, he's like, hey Matt, how's it going? My mentor really wants to speak with you. Like, we're really trying to get more people involved. I was like, what the fuck is this whole situation?
What time did he call you? Was it like 2?
It was like at night. It was like
what are you wearing? You're the one to sell knives. Did you get
the knife?
Cutco, what is it called?
Cutco,
Shout out Cutco knives.
Sponsored the podcast. Cutco knives, your best knives, everyone's favorite. Sure.
Dude, you talk to. Okay, I feel like nobody talks about this. Where do you stand with the whole mentor? People are like, oh, I need to get a mentor. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, I mean,
can we not agree on that?
I mean, it kind of makes it. I think people just make it like really official for no reason. Like you need like this weird random guy. Like I think in the sense like a mentor. Like I guess in this sense exactly what we're doing later today, like I'm bringing you to an open mic, I guess in that way, like I'm not your mentor, but someone just like showing you the ropes real quick about something, that's fine.
Just being a nice person.
That's what a mentor is in my mind. But then there's like some weird like guru guy that people are down to.
It's some middle-aged guy, he's like, hey, you want to make money? And
it's like a pyramid scheme, exactly.
It's like, okay, and then he's like, all right, $400. It's more than that, actually. I heard these mentors charge like $10,000 to learn. I don't know.
Is it like the guys that sell like courses online?
Yeah, it's like online course people.
Okay, yeah. It's just all scam. It's just ridiculous.
There's no way any of that stuff is legit.
I'm sure like maybe the first guy he ever mentored made money, and then that guy's like, oh my god, he's so legit, he's so good. But then
you just got all the publicity.
The more people you get. But then there was another lady, and I'm not sure if she was part of the same thing. I feel like she was because it was so weird how coincidental it was. This same lady. I had an actual job. It was my first day at this job. I was coming back home, and she sat next to me on the Long Island Railroad on the train, and she did the same thing. She's like, I have this like opportunity, like we have this mentor and stuff, and her name was Deborah. These random people.
Don't trust her.
Yeah, Deb. Who trusts Deb? And then I remember, this was right before COVID. After COVID, she called me again. She's like, "Hey man, like, how's your job going? Do you need to, like, is it still working out for you? Like, I really want to be involved with you." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was telling my friend about it, and he was like, "Bro, is her name Deborah?" And I was like,
No
"Yeah."
shot.
He's like, "She came up to me on the train too." And the same, I was like, "Bro, what does she do?" This lady's like,
what was her approach? Did she? If I was
sat
there,
next to me.
I would have sat next to you and just grabbed your thigh. Instantly,
that would have worked
you
better.
probably would have committed a little
that
bit.
literally would have worked better. Like, "Hey, sweetheart, would love to be your mentor."
What product do you use in your hair?
Maybe not. My hair wasn't as nice back then. But she would have like. No, so she's doing that. She's a shark. Probably someone watching this is like,
I know
Deborah. Like,
yeah, Deborah.
because she's not changing her name. Yeah, Deborah gave you the goods, and I mean, we're gonna. So you missed out on that. But I think you look old enough to where they wouldn't target you. I think they're targeting like 18, 19, 20. Well, I don't know, how old was I? 21 maybe at the time, or 20.
Yeah.
So they like the young ones. They're like pedophile marketing scheme
that's
people.
what usually people who molest people look for. Yeah.
This is like business version of molesting. It's not real molesting. It's just
If you survive molesting when you're younger, like across an uncle or something, and you upgrade to business molestation, is that what
it's
happens?
just always a new form of molesting.
Yeah. How old are you? 20? Yeah, we're gonna molest you with business.
That is like a too young age to be confident in your money and stuff, and so it's a perfect age for like molesting someone. Or like you just got a new job, you just have money, and then someone steals it from you. Did you ever have a friend that like, or did you do the knife thing or no?
No, I never did anything, dude. Did
you have any friends that did it? I remember one of my friends like.
No. Why, that was like a thing? I know it was like a joke because my friend Dave.
I remember getting the pack, like the mail. I was like,
you did?
Yeah, we all got it. Like everyone in my, like all my friends, we got it in the mail. It's like, you have been selected to sell knives, and I was like,
set you up.
I was like, this is a scam or whatever. But one of my friends, I remember he came to school and he was like, "Guys, I got this offer to sell knives. I took it." He's been like, I'm like, "Bro, you know it's a scam, right?" He's like, "No." I was like, and he sold, I think, a few of those like friends and family because that's what you do. No one's gonna buy random knives from a kid on the street.
No.
20. Like,
no, I never got set up or like scammed by one of those companies. But my buddy, I remember him telling me, he's like big on YouTube. He was watching YouTube a lot, and we're in our 20, like early, probably 1920. And he's like, we're gonna start making money, and I'm like, I got my stuff set up.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
So like I'm working at the time, and then one day he's like, "Yeah, I signed up for this course, dude. It was $100, and they're gonna show you how to make at least $100,000 this year."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "You got scammed." He's like, "No, it's legit." He's like, "They give you videos personalized to you," and then that ended very quickly. Nothing. He didn't make
what was the course even for?
I think it was for trading stocks. It was like making
$100.
Like in a month's time, you're gonna make $100K. That didn't work out.
I feel bad for people that. I mean, there's so many people that make those courses and so many people that fall for it.
They make money on them though. Those people sell us.
No, I know. They make so much money.
Yeah, because they're scamming people.
It's like ridiculous how much money they make.
You want to start a course? That's why we joined today.
Yeah, what are you going to sell? What is your expertise?
Yeah, what do you specialize in?
I used to be a software engineer, but I don't think I could teach. That's just that's just not a like I could teach you to get a job like this. There's no really get rich quick kind of thing.
No, exactly. I mean, you could teach how to approach people on the train now since you've been.
I could start a pyramid scheme. That'd be kind of a funny video to make, just like approaching people and like getting them into your pyramid scheme. You want a mentor?
On the train, just grabbing their thigh, grabbing the guy's thigh.
It has to be a guy.
It has to be a guy. But that came out wrong.
Has to be a guy. Has to be a guy, or maybe a trans woman or something.
Yeah, whatever. We don't discriminate. We're gonna approach anybody.
Yeah, we will. We are not sexually molesting. We are business molesting you. It doesn't matter your gender. We will touch you in your wallet, regardless. We will touch you.
We're just trying to make us money. You and I both money.
Yeah,
we don't care about what's going on.
Everyone's trying to benefit from this.
Exactly.
The people at the top, way more than you, but I think everyone needs to get. I've said this where everyone needs to get scammed once, and then they're like, "All right, I know the gist of it."
Dude, I did a show last week, and I didn't know any of the comedians there.
Yeah.
It was like a bringer show. Yeah. So we get there, and I meet this guy Shane, because he actually DM'd me, and he was like, "Oh, there's a show at Gotham or whatever." So he like recommended it. We get there, and he's so hyped. He's like, "Bro, I got 2 Knicks tickets outside of Penn, right?" So we're like looking at the tickets, and the ticket date is like from the year prior. So it's like that exact date, the year prior. So we're like, "Oh, maybe it's just like a typo or something." I'm thinking, I'm like, this kid got scammed, right? So he does his set. They go to the game, right? I'm like, "All right, it was nice meeting you." He's back an hour later. He's like, "They fucking had a sign that said no, what is it? Tickets, like
physical?
Yeah, no physical tickets." So he got scammed $280.
Oh my god!
Yeah. But it's good learning that. But like some guy outside of
It was like the best day of his
Yeah, he has 2, and he's like, I'm getting drugs, I'm getting drinks.
He's gonna try the same thing again. It's never gonna work again. And he's gonna be like, fuck, where's that guy again? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just like, if anything's too good to be true, I refuse to. It's not true. It's just not true.
No, never.
Too good. No one's gonna give you a random offer and just. No one's gonna put something in your lap that's perfect for you. Like,
no, if it seems too good to be
Yeah.
true, I think I messed his name up, by the way. I think I said Shane's name is Liam. That just hit me.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. We just exposed him. What's his last name?
Shane's social security is 65533.
Make fun of him. Don't lose her. Don't lose.
No, he thought he's actually really funny.
Okay, that's good. At least he got a good.
Yeah, he joked around. He's like, I just paid for some bum's dinner. Like, he's not buying dinner, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. I mean, that's what, I don't know how much Nick tickets cost. I guess they're probably pretty expensive.
Yeah.
To me, that's like not even like so good of a deal where you're like, I have to give this guy the money right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not a big basketball guy.
Yeah, me neither.
I really am not too crazy into sports. I like the Yankees and I like the Islanders. That's really.
Yeah, you gotta like the Islanders from Long Island. That's like the team from Long Island. But no, I don't care. Well, today's actually I'm a big baseball fan. Today is opening day actually.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be missing. I'm gonna be missing my Mets. I'm not a Yankees fan. I'm gonna be missing
you're
my
a
Mets.
Mets fan?
Well, we're here, but it's alright. Work comes first, guys. Business comes
Exactly.
first. Doing
Actually, it's funny you say that because Matt actually scammed me. He said we were doing a podcast, and then his equipment wasn't working, and he's like, "Actually, we gotta move my couch." That's I've been meaning to move it.
I give you publicity. This is actually more for me to. I give you
to help
publicity.
rearrange your apartment.
Yeah, we gotta. The TV. Listen, it doesn't work. I gotta put it somewhere else. The floors need to be clean.
Yeah.
How good is your scrubbing? How good
Dude,
is
I'm a good scrubber.
Because I was gonna say, how good is you getting on your hands and knees and scrubbing? But then I was like, why am I asking him to get on his hands and knees?
Well, yeah, Matt also was like, if you scrub my foot, you have to take your pants off. Which is odd, so.
I have a little maid. I have a maid outfit.
Yeah,
I have a little maid outfit, a little cute like bow tie for you. A little Chippendales thing.
Hit my head on there?
Oh, yeah, the mirror. You gonna break everything?
Yeah, I think so. Bad luck. Don't crack that thing.
Trying to kill me. Out there. You go to the gym, right? You're
occasionally, you know.
Well, you said you were chubby when you were younger. So
Yeah,
was it like a formation or like a
yeah, you know, like
year?
people like are very against bullying. Honestly, I love everybody that like was like would grab my fat. We were at a pool when we were in like elementary school, and just kids were like grabbing on my fat, and they're like, "Grab his tire," and I'm in the pool crying. I'm like, "Yeah, grab his tire." So it just motivated me, and then like I didn't know how to style my hair all of high school, so I'd like blow dry it back, and then
I feel like I need to see a picture of this.
I don't want to show up. Yeah, I have. There's definitely pictures, out there floating around. But and then one day I was like, I'm done with this. So I started working out. I figured out, what to do a little bit, and that was, I had a little bit of a glow up. I'd like to say.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what you look like before, but I mean,
Show you a picture of like 900 pounds.
The fattest guy. The entire pool is just taken over you. Like, oh, okay, yeah. You look great.
You're like, yeah, I would honestly grab your fat too if I was one of those kids.
That's I used to wear a shirt in the pool. I wasn't that big, but I used to wear a shirt in the pool, and it's like stereotypically like a fat kid thing to do.
Like top
it's like, why was I wearing a shirt? I like wearing the shirt. It's fun. Do you ever did you wear the shirt in the pool?
I did briefly. My mom bought me a swim shirt. I was like, this shit's bitching, I'm like, but it makes you, honestly, if you wear a tank top or a swim shirt, you look worse. Because now your nipples are
yeah, I guess it does. You look like a water balloon that's like filling up. Yeah. Yes. But I remember I used to like love filling it up with air, and then it would like trap the air, and I'd be like, like a little whale.
See, I didn't have to do that because it was just fat.
There was no air that could fit.
Yeah, it was straight chub.
I get it. That's well, I'm sorry you went through that.
That's alright. It made me the
you
man.
deserve to be bullied back then.
I know. It made me funny. It gave me a little sense.
That's true. Yeah. If you didn't have that, you'd be like, I don't even know.
Exactly.
A barber right now.
Yeah, probably cutting hair or something. I always say I was never molested as a kid. Like I wasn't good looking enough. So I was like, I gotta be funny. I gotta try jokes or something.
Yeah, I guess maybe it would have been hard for them to get to your parts if it was like too.
Well, they would have pulled me in the van. They'd be like, why'd you take that kid?
Yeah,
get him out of here.
So many other kids.
That's the one you went with?
So disappointed. God damn it. Could have had a great story. I wasn't molested either. There was no. Did you grow up going to like what is the Catholic education thing or like
religion class?
Yeah, whatever we call it. What if
Catechism?
CCD? We used to. I don't know what that stands for.
CCD.
It was just Catholic religion class.
No, we had it was called catechism. Like I grew up, I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
So we went to like religion class. You go to church.
It was like every Saturday. Okay, maybe that's the same. Maybe catechism is just shortened to CCD, but there's no D in catechism, so. I don't know. I have no clue, but I used to go to that too. And then I didn't get molested. It was actually pretty ridiculous.
Just to clarify, never molested.
Yeah, never molested. Like, do I believe one of the priests could have molested someone? Maybe, like, it's certainly possible.
Possibly.
But I mean, I'm not in the business of retroactively calling people molesters.
Did you go to like public school or you went to private?
So I went to public school, elementary school, and middle school, and then I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
After high school. So like, once I guess when you get confirmed is in 8th grade.
Yeah, I believe so.
So then after that, I just went to Catholic school.
Were you hitting it off with the nuns?
We had Franciscan brothers actually.
Really?
So we had they lived in the ceiling. They were like the Jewish people in like the tunnels. Yeah. They actually did. They lived in the attic of the building. Like literally, they had their own like wing. I don't know if they left sometimes, but like they lived there.
No way.
And so, but they didn't teach. They just were like
they just kiss us.
They were very friendly and. I think one of them might have had like actually don't want. I was gonna say one of them might have been autistic, but he's a very nice guy. He was like a very always young. I think he died recently, so I can talk about him.
Yes, he's dead. We can talk.
He's like listening. He's like, "This is a great podcast."
Wait, is this podcast? Keep cursing. Is this podcast PG or can I?
We can say literally.
Okay.
I was thinking of a joke question. The first question I was going to ask you was, do gay people deserve to have rights? And I just want to see how you would react. We just say it's very stupid stuff.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we can talk about. We've been talking about like priest molesting kids.
Yeah.
Is this PG? Can we talk about?
This is like topics that I'm good on. Like if I went on Jeopardy, if they had like they have like business 400, molestation 400. Yeah, like
I got it. I got it. Who was the first kid molested in 1960?
They come up with some Italian name.
It probably was a little Italian.
It had to be. Because those priests were hungry back in the day.
That's so
They
crazy.
didn't get their hands on anything. Go be a nuncio.
That is so crazy. I feel bad for those kids, but I don't really know anyone. Well, maybe I guess a lot of people probably don't talk about it. Actually, no. I think maybe someone in my family might have like alluded to it once, but they're probably very ashamed. Some of the older Italian guys are probably very ashamed of it.
Dude,
I'm assuming.
I've heard my grandpa. So he grew up in like the 40s, and obviously younger than that. He's probably whatever. He went to high school at a public high school thing. And they would have to swim in the morning for like one of the gym things, and he told me that they would make them get naked. Like they would, I'm not kidding. This is like they would swim naked, and he was telling me that. I'm like, that's crazy.
What is the point of it? That's literally just for them to
the
look
coach
at
is just
naked
like, all right. He's like, Frank, you don't have to swim today. You can sit out.
Just walk around the pool.
Take a lap.
Just, make sure I can see you at all times. Right?
Stay after class. But that's wild.
That's
like
crazy.
back in the day, though, I guess like and nobody said anything. Like, no, we got naked. All right.
Yeah, I guess back then you just like maybe they didn't I'm sure they knew they existed, like child predators. Like I'm sure you knew pedophiles existed back then, or maybe
I don't think they were that. They didn't have the internet. Once the internet opened up, they're like
they're like everyone just
looking for hot 13, like some creepy guy just going through.
I guess maybe, but like. Maybe it was just like an urban legend that you.
But a molester.
It's like the chupacabra. It's just like a
Sasquatch.
It's just like a priest touching him. Yeah, that's crazy. And I just spilled water all over this.
I like that.
Disgusting, ruining my part. It's my part.
Put that on OnlyFans.
The water spill, the wet t-shirt contest. My shirt. Yeah, we should have 10 minutes after this where we just like get naked and take our shirts off. You can get 50% of the.
All right, cool. Yeah, dope.
As long as you get the profit.
Yeah.
I was talking about the gym because I went to the gym this morning and I went to the locker room and there was the biggest. There was a naked, obese black man just like right in the gym.
Love it.
And I was like,
what gym is this? Can I just to see?
It's right over there.
Okay. Just to confirm.
Yeah, we'll just see. He might still be there. He was taking a while to change. I'm sure it takes a while for him to put his clothes on. But I'm not trying to fat shame him, but I was just like, he was in the very corner of the locker room, so I had to like he was out of the way. I just happened to go there. It was almost like I searched for him. It was almost like I wanted to. I just remember turning the corner. I was like, oh, okay, all right, going outside.
Older, not like you said, not fat shaming. Older fat men in the locker room love to get naked.
Oh, they do.
I think they go there just to fucking undress.
I agree. They go there to take a dirty shower and then they just like balls out in the locker room.
Dude, there's this guy. He gets naked. I've never seen him work out, but then he just every time I come to the locker room, he's blow drying his balls, and he's like, "This thing's fucking dying on me."
It's like, give me a hand. And he lifts
up my ass. He's like, it's not drying evenly, But I
blow on it.
My friend's like, you got a pube on your jaw. I'm like, yeah, Steve was at the fucking
it's just, I gotta help the old guys out,
Do you go to, what gym do you go to?
It's called, it's a Blink, it's a chain gym. Okay. It's like the lowest budget one in Manhattan, pretty much. Besides, there's a Planet Fitness I used to go to that's kind of far from here, but that one's like, mine's like $50 a month, I think, around.
That's the cheapest?
Yeah, in here, that's like the cheapest.
I'm paying $20 a month.
Oh, wow. What, is it
and I'm
nice
still
shit?
like, this is bullshit.
Is it nice?
Yeah, I go to a Gold's.
Oh, wow, that's $20 a month. I thought that would be more.
It might be 25. If they jack it up to 30, I'm out.
That's crazy.
I'm not doing 30.
Man, I would love to pay. Even when I was back in Queens at home, it was like 50. It was still 50 a month.
Really?
Yeah, I guess.
What? I mean, LA Fitness is like 40, 45.
I don't know. I think here everything's more expensive, but
Probably, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that go to Equinox, which is
Oh
like
my
so
God.
much more expensive. I've never even been inside one.
That's not a gym. That's a club.
That is a club.
You
Yeah,
go in
people
there,
just go
there's
there just to,
disco
like
music
people
going.
go there to steal the lotion they give out.
Why,
to
they got good lotion?
They have like all these like products out, and people, which is like kind of ridiculous. You pay hundreds of dollars a month to steal $20 worth of lotion.
So that's what I would do, though.
Let's get your priorities straight.
Like, that's when I go to a hotel, I'm taking something.
Oh, yeah, I'll take
leaving
all
with
the
a
small
pillow. I'll take a maid
pillow.
home. Something. Yeah, I'm leaving with something.
Oh my goodness.
Why, you're never taking a pillow?
No,
I accidentally put it in my bag. I didn't mean to.
I don't. Do I want the pillows though? Like people, are they nice pillows?
Sometimes you go to I'm not going to say what place, but I went to a place. The pillow was very nice.
All right. If it's a nice pillow, I can understand that.
Yeah, I had to take the pillow.
Sometimes I like the bedding at hotels. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I had this in my. I remember actually like
the bedding's crazy in the pillow.
No, I just like the quality. Like
Okay.
I went on Marriott.com because they actually sell their own. They sell the sheets they use. You can buy them for yourself. It was like $600. I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that.
Oh my
It was like
God.
that was nice to look at for a second.
Yeah.
So I tried to make you can see my bed from here. It's I tried to make it look kind of hotel-y.
What are all those yellow stains on the sheet?
That's you're not supposed to see.
Okay,
There's,
yeah, my bad.
let's just say I have some accidents every night.
Whatever.
The laundry here is a little expensive, so I don't get to wash as frequently.
I go 1 week on, 1 week off. You know?
Once a year if I get to wash my sheets, it's fine. It
That's
is
a
what
little
it
excessive.
is.
Once a year.
Yeah, it's different when you have a laundry machine in your. If I had one in here, I'd be it'd be washing right now.
Yeah, you have to go and.
I gotta go around. I just dropped my laundry off this morning. Actually, I drop it off and I pay them to wash it and fold it. I could sit
They
there.
do everything?
Well, you have to pay a little extra, but it's really not that much more extra. It's like it's just better because I don't want to sit there and like wait around for my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about the mic stand.
I keep moving. I feel like I'm like leaning forward and then like.
That's fine. It'll be fine. The mic stand's fine. Sorry, I pulled out my phone. I don't want to lock and load my next top. Oh, oh shit, that one's on that one.
All right, let's talk about Israel.
How do you feel about the current political climate? No, I had damn it, I fucking messed up having to switch phones. No, there was okay, so theoretically what I was going to do at some point was I asked ChatGPT to come up with, I asked it if it knew who you were, it said yes, it knows who I am. I asked it to come up with 5 jokes for each of us that it thinks we would say. And they were awful. They were actually. I want
to read them.
I'm gonna actually try to download ChatGPT on the App Store while we're here. And
You
I'll ask it
asked
again.
if it knew me.
Yeah, it knows you.
It said it knew me, and then you asked if it knew you.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude.
So it knows both of us, and it thinks it can make jokes in our style. All right, I'm gonna get it, but let's talk about another topic while we do. Okay, there was a story that came out today. Crazy story. Let me just read the title. There's a babysitter in Kansas who she was babysitting this kid. She checked under the kid's bed for monsters, and they found a man hiding under the kid's bed.
That was the molester, see? They're in Kansas. That's where they hide now.
Dude, Kansas is a perfect place. They don't even have the internet in Kansas.
I don't think they have anything. Same with Idaho, all those states. Dude, I was thinking about that. That's a crazy story. I was thinking about that the other day because you ever come into your I don't know if I'm just schizophrenic, but sometimes I'll walk into my house and I'm like, someone's in here. Like
I feel like the vibe change.
And then I'll like open up a closet. But like I did it the other day, right? And then I started laughing. I'm like, if I opened up the closet and there was a fucking guy there, what am I doing?
That's true, yeah.
What are you gonna do? He's gonna fucking jump out and molest me, probably.
I guess.
Like, something's gonna happen, but wait, first of all, how is a man? Did you read any more further into the story?
Yeah. So apparently the guy used to live at that house. They didn't there was really no details about how he got in or like why he was there, but they were like the guy used to live at that house. And when she found him, she like screamed and he jumped out and ran away. And then they found him the day after or something.
Imagine.
But they don't know how he got in. He didn't. I don't know if he gave an answer why he was there.
He was like, I used to leave. I was looking for my key. He came up with.
This used to be my bed.
Yeah, this fucking bitch. That's crazy, dude. I would
never.
Did he attack him?
No, he just ran away.
I feel like you have to attack somebody at that point. If you're
already there, but we don't know his purpose. Maybe he was just
looking for his keys.
I guess he was. Yeah, I guess he was like, I lost something in here for her. I wanted to smell my hardwood floors.
It's a good oak. Did you ever see the story of this guy was sleeping at a hotel? He was staying there as like a business guy. This is a legit story. It was on the news.
Yeah.
He was sleeping at the hotel, right? And he wakes up in the middle of the night to the manager
I've seen it,
sucking his toes.
I thought it was a woman. It was a guy?
No, it was a guy.
What the heck?
And his excuse was he smelled smoke in the room and he went to check on it. But, like, dude, you gotta be kidding. Matt, if you fell asleep... Now,
It totally smell like smoke sometimes.
Sometimes it happens, you know? You got a little athlete's foot cooking. But no, not even that. Matt, you're at a hotel, right? Those sheets are heavy. So this guy, how do you sleep through someone lifting your sheets up and then taking off your sweaty sock and then sucking your foot?
He was having a nice dream. He's probably like, this is great. I love this. Okay, wait.
I'm sorry, I got COVID currently.
No, that's fine. It's fine. I have tuberculosis, so we can just swap.
Bring it back, scabies.
We can combine our diseases and.
Not dope. We'll just go spread them tonight at this mic. Everybody's getting contagious.
I do feel bad sometimes. Well, actually, if I'm sick, I don't go to a mic because then I'm like, everyone's gonna hate me. But like, sometimes I'm like, am I getting kind of sick? Should I go? But I'm sure some people go to the mic and they like put it right up to the mouth.
No, I can't.
Some guy yesterday was doing that. And I'm like, I put it on my chin all the time. It's like a weird.
I lick it first.
You do it very nice. Well, I go before you, so I'll lick it. I'll lick it for the
double lick.
Or no, you can go before me.
Do you get sick a lot?
I used to, but I haven't gotten sick in a while, so I'm kind of.
I've been sick.
Kind of good.
I'm getting over it now. I've been sick since I got sick January 26th, and I swear to God, dude, I just got a little bit. I still have the cough, as you could hear. I just got rid of it like 2 weeks ago. Not even, maybe a week ago.
Where the fuck did? Okay, sorry. I had it. I literally had it, and then it just went away.
That's been like he has nothing on his phone. He's got images of like.
Your username on TikTok is it's Frankie13, right?
Yes.
Okay. It said it knew who you were, but it was different. I remember that one was way more comprehensive jokes. Okay.
I have ChatGPT on mine.
No, I haven't. All right, I'll give you one. Why is this making such a heavy clicking noise?
Because I think your thing's on your volume. I feel like nobody ever has that.
Oh, the thing on this one.
Yeah, every time you watch a movie, that's always on.
No, you're right. It is. I just bought this phone. I have no clue anything.
Oh, sure. That's got two phones, by the way. Tried to flex on me when I walked in.
I got two phones. One for the. I don't know that there's a song. Two phones. I don't know the lyrics. One for the plug and one for the hose. I think it's. But like I don't know what.
Is that what you have?
You know how it is. You know how it is out here.
In New York City. Baby.
New York City, you gotta have. Bro.
3 phones.
What the? I think I have a shitty version of ChatGPT. This is like the bootleg version. It says I wasn't able to find specific content from It's Frankie13, but I just asked it before and it said it could find.
Matt, let me pull it up.
Get it to say your jokes. Let me see if it knows me. Let me see if the worst version knows me. Do you know Matt Lipari?
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I have to. Okay, wait. Let me just continue with Apple. I think I have to sign in. That's weird.
Okay.
That's just, all right, brief intermission.
Wait, do you want me to look it up? Wait, you want me to look you up?
Look yourself up first. You do you, and then I'll try. We'll see if mine works. We'll see if it knows. It should. It'll know you. It'll just. Do you know who Matt Lipari?
There's like a whole nude file of you.
Matt Lipari is the most disgusting.
I am so illiterate. I just type who it's Frankie. It's got a whole thing about me.
It knows you. Okay, good.
Frankie Dragotto, known as Frankie Dragotto on TikTok and Instagram, is a social media personality from Long Island, New York. Isn't that kind of weird that it fucking like knows all this?
Yeah, because do you put that you're from Long Island on your?
I mean, I have Long Island, but I guess it's probably a 4-year-old can put this together. Frankie describes himself as not a comedian, but my mom's friends. Okay, so just my Instagram bio.
Yeah, that's all it has.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, mine is Matt Lipari. He's a 26-year-old comedian based in New York City, known for his presence. Okay. Give me 5 jokes.
Are you looking up your jokes and I'm going to look up mine?
I can look up yours after. I think mine's working now, so I'll do mine first. You'll see if you think they're good.
Okay.
All right. I told my therapist I have commitment issues. She said we can work on that, so I never went back. Got to stay on brand.
That's good. You should use that tonight.
I don't like it. I think it's too it's too boring. It's not absurd enough.
Well, ChatGPT is not going to have good.
I know it's awful, but it thinks it's good, and I don't like that.
That too.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to tell it's awful. I saw a sign that said "Watch for children," so I stood there for 3 hours. Not one child showed up. False advertising. I've heard that joke before, actually. I've heard someone say that joke.
I feel like that's just talking about a molester waiting at the child.
It knows that's the topic.
Someone's coming.
It knows what I want. I tried to adopt a dog, but the shelter said I wasn't responsible enough. Meanwhile, they were just giving them to people who walked in off the street. How is that a better system? That's not even...
That's really good. I like that.
That's... All right, I'm asking for yours.
Jokes that like your uncle, that everybody's like, oh, fucking Uncle Joey's coming. You got to live from you and tell.
Give me all your little Do you have any crazy uncles? I feel like that's a very Italian thing.
It is to have a crazy uncle. I don't have a crazy uncle, but I've like... I don't know. My characters are literally just like crazy.
Yeah, they kind of are. Yeah. I guess the craziest uncle would be one that molested you too. So that's probably not the one you want. Or we have one. Okay, so I don't know if it always thinks you're like related to deli content somehow, but it doesn't necessarily connect the poop part of it. It's just like this guy likes delis.
Yeah, I don't. So, it's lost when it comes to that.
You know, you're in a real New York deli when the guy behind the counter knows your order better than your own mother does. Okay. Class. Got him.
I don't think it's gonna get my humor at all.
No, it has no nuance.
I definitely
moved so much. I gave you like the worst setup ever. It's fine.
No, it's good. I like this. My shoes.
It doesn't matter. Everyone. This is when you have a nice low budget, low quality, not low quality, low production effort. Then it makes the content funnier.
Yeah. No. Listen. I'm happy, dude. Why is this phone lopsided?
I think so the thing is you have to like.
Oh, I got you. You got the weight distribution. Here we go. There it is.
You have to angle it properly. It's not great. All right, we have another random news story. Let me make sure that's still filming. There was a submarine in Egypt that was touring tourists, and it sunk, and 6 people died in the submarine looking at a coral reef.
That's hilarious.
How do you feel about people dying? Related to the other thing, would you ever go on a nice undersea submarine that?
No.
You wouldn't go?
No, I wouldn't get on. I don't get on planes. I don't like flying.
You don't like flying?
We'll go down in the water.
I would go. I wouldn't go on the other one that happened 2 years ago. You remember that one, the Titanic one that exploded?
That was my favorite.
That was kind of funny. But
one of the kids went to a Slipknot, I think, or he went to a concert. Remember that? That was like in the headlines. He's like, "Listen, I love my dad, but I'm not."
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like because it's like it was like a rich family. It's like, listen, you know what I mean? He's already dead. I might as well get the most out of life.
Well, get my money's worth my ticket.
I kind of get. I mean, I kind of understand that, but also, I don't know. If I had a concert the day like one of my parents died,
I'm like, who sings better, my dad or like, Billy Idol?
That's a good point. That's a good. He can. I feel like if my dad was singing, I'm a hypothetical dead dad. I don't want to.
Oh, I thought he was just get drunk.
If my hypothetical dead dad was, it would sound like the church singing when the priest has to belt down. So like, the priests, do they make sure they have to sing before they like become a priest?
I think so. Oh. They go on American Idol panel.
All right, please belt down your best.
All right, that's
not enough. That's not, get your numbers out.
Would you go on the submarine?
The Egyptian one I would have, because it was
really?
It wasn't that deep. It was like 80 feet deep, and it was like 50 people on it, and 6 people died. So it's a pretty good survival rate.
Wait, how did they?
I don't know. There was no detail. I just saw it today. There was like it somehow sunk, but then I think people somehow swam to shore, or I don't know. It was very somehow people escaped. Most people survived.
Wow,
it's just very odd. But I would go on it just to like. I don't know, to see a cool coral reef.
I feel like we could just like get some goggles. Me and you, personally. I'll take you out. We'll go to Aruba.
Put some weights on
it. We'll snorkel a bit.
Yeah, some cinder blocks.
I don't know. I have like a fear of that stuff. Like I have a fear of like people. I fear death. Right.
Okay.
So I'll be like, oh, what's on? People like, oh, my bucket list. Like I want to go skydiving. I want to do this. I'm like, my bucket list, I'm like, I've never been to Ruby Tuesdays. I have to go check that shit out.
Applebee's has a great 2 for $20.
Exactly.
Let's to check that.
Dude, Shirley's got the double dipper?
Triple dipper. You were selling yourself short, double dipper. Triple dipper.
But who knows? You go to Ruby Tuesdays, crazy. Everybody's fucking fingering each other and some.
Oh, I don't know. What do you think Ruby Tuesdays?
Have you been to Ruby Tuesdays?
I have actually not been to Ruby Tuesdays.
Exactly.
Actually, no, I think I have once.
No, now you're lying. Now you're lying.
That was before fingering existed.
It was on the menu.
Prehistoric, yeah. Yeah, or like Friendlies. You ever been to Friendlies?
I used to love.
It closed, right? There's no more Friendlies, is it?
No, we have Friendlies by over.
Oh, they're back. They're in like the. They're not in the city.
They put them to toss. So they're such an island.
They like it.
They like the chicken tenders over there.
That place used to be so. Like the menu was always nice and fun. The ice cream looked cool.
They had a good. Did you wait? Have you ever been or no?
Yeah, I've been. I used to go all the time. I haven't been in like probably 15 years. I don't know.
What was their ice cream thing called?
It looked cool. It was like a monster.
I know. I got it every. No, not that one.
Oh.
There was one.
I don't know.
A Fribble.
I don't know what.
You never got a Fribble from Friendlies?
What is it? What is
Oh my god, bro! A Friendlies Fribble was ice cream. It's just ice cream and birthday cake shopping. I'm making it sound crazy. That's it.
Yeah,
there was frosting in it as well. This is why I was 800 pounds, by the way.
Okay, well, that's a good time to be 800 pounds when you're a kid. That's a perfect. That's honestly the best life. Enjoy your childhood, be fat.
Exactly, like grow up.
I'm sure you still do you follow a strict diet or? No?
I try to recently because like this past year I got like really comfortable and I was like, usually I'm pretty lean and I went up to like 180 and I was like I was literally pulling my own fat. I was
Yeah.
I'm like, there he is.
Right,
Like, look at the streets. But now I'm back down. I'm
Flipping
like,
through your middle school yearbook. I can't do this again.
yeah, exactly, dude. I'm like bullying myself, but now I'll indulge in like.
Yeah, it's not like so crazy where you're like, do you calorie count or no? Just like, all right.
No, I make sure to hit my protein. I hit around 200 grams, and then if I want to eat 4 ice cream cones, I'll do it.
That's a good way to live.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
I enjoy it.
I don't really count. I mean, I think for me the amount of effort it would take for me to become like washboard ab type kind of guy is just so much more than I care. I'm like, I don't care. I'll find having a little bit extra fat here.
And you look phenomenal. You got the protein powder I see there?
Oh yeah, I take that every once in a while.
Nice.
I look phenomenal, thank you.
Yeah,
Let's just compliment me for the next 30 minutes.
I love your pants.
My
Guys,
jeans.
at the end of this podcast, Matt's going to remove the sock. That's all I've been wanting.
He's got to see these toes.
You want to see what we got?
I used to film this podcast where it was like I don't know why I wouldn't do it waist up. I would do it from like my legs, and I would wear shorts, and my legs would just be like out hanging out. I was like, this is kind of an odd angle. Like, why is that there?
I had a funny idea for a podcast, like shoot it in a public bathroom, and then when people come in the stall next to you, just want to be interviewed, like put the mic under.
It's kind of funny.
I feel like but I don't know how it's.
that would be good if it was like staged, I guess too. Like even like if I came into the stall next to you, just like it's like
and then like if some random person came in, we just brought them into it.
Yeah, we just like they just listen to us speaking, and they're like, "What the heck is this?" That actually kind of funny. I guess you would need your own. Well, I don't know if any bathroom would let you. You would have to do it in like a bathroom that wouldn't want you there, man.
Yeah, but dude, you could go to fucking Penn and there's homeless guys jerking.
Oh no, that'd be crazy.
This is their last.
That'd be a crazy bathroom. That would be an insane. I remember one time I went there. It was Penn Station. I have trouble peeing in like urinals sometimes because there's like.
Yeah, same.
But I remember this one. I think this was like the breaking point for me. There was one guy. He was a homeless guy. He was just like looking in everyone's pockets as they were peeing. He was just like completely good. Like it's basically like he was looking at my dick, but he was like specifically looking and was like, I guess he was like seeing if he could take something. But I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? So after that, my wiener shriveled up whenever I'm in public. I'm like, I can't have it opening.
Did he give you a compliment? Was he like, hey, nice piece, kid?
He might have been. I don't know. I was too distracted. He might have been.
Good, though.
He might have winked a little bit at me. And would it have a homeless guy complimenting your penis?
Well, what if you're having a bad day, right? And you get
That's
in,
true.
and you're
That's
like,
true.
man, like, whatever just happened, and this guy's like, hey, nice
I guess
job.
you're right. I guess anyone complimenting my penis would be nice. Like,
Exactly.
there's not a person that I wouldn't, unless it was like a guy the priest about to molest me. Then maybe I'd be like, all right. I prefer you didn't like.
Don't compliment me before.
Yeah, like, hey, come on.
Wait till after. Can we wait? What if we talk about? Because I feel like this is really. What's the craziest thing Bobby? How long have you lived in like the city?
Technically, like a year and a half. I want to say.
What's the craziest thing you've seen in New York City?
I've surprisingly not seen, like, I don't know how to describe how little I've seen that I should have expected to see. Yesterday I saw these two people were fighting in the street, and one of them was like stomping on his head in the middle of the street.
Wait, you watched this yesterday?
This was yesterday. It was like these two Hispanic dudes. One of them took his shirt off. The other one was like getting ready to fight. It was like this white guy. I don't know the context. I was like loitering around a little bit. I was like late to the fight, but I was like waiting around just a little bit just in case like something crazy happened, and I like. Not that I'm going to be the hero and save it, but I'm like, all right, I just want to like make sure. Hey, like, guys, listen, hey, guns are here, the guns are here. But like at one point, the white guy and this like smaller Hispanic guy were fighting, and then the white guy fell to the street, and the Hispanic guy was like kicking him while he was. And then I remember this lady was like, hey, not when he's on the floor, not when she was like the ref. She was like, hey, let's keep it fair, let's keep it fair. Not when he's on the floor. It was in the middle of the street too, and there was cars honking. So then they got up, and I was like, all right, I can just leave.
Yeah.
But that might have been the craziest thing I've seen in probably a year. It's nothing.
Wow.
And besides the fat guy in my gym who was like completely naked, like that's
a regular occurrence.
That's like every day. What's the craziest thing you've seen? I don't know how often you come here, man.
So when I was younger, this is
it's in your mind.
Burns in my mind. I'll never. This was my first time coming to the city.
Okay.
First time coming to the city.
It's not great. But yeah.
I'm walking to FIT from my buddy's apartment, like walking that direction, and I look up, and there is I don't know if it was a man who was transitioning into a girl.
An ambiguous
woman.
Specimen.
Yes.
Sure, we'll say.
Okay, so she was standing there on the phone, and her entire ass was out. She was in like a skirt. Her whole ass was out.
Okay. Wait, the skirt was pulled down?
No, it was too high. The whole ass is out.
I see.
I look over, there's a homeless guy cranking it out to that. And I look, because I come from Long Island. The most I see is like, I don't know, a squirrel got ran over by a car.
Yeah,
on the sidewalk.
it's tame there in some regards. Some regards, it's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, this is insane. This is like watching the moon landing.
Yeah,
I look over,
crazy.
dude. Wow. I look over at a cop who's in his car. Right. I look at the cop. We both make eye contact. We look at the homeless guy and her. We look back. The cop goes.
He starts jacking off to you.
He's like,
I don't know what to tell
he was
you.
already doing it. He was like looking at me now.
Listen, this is the city, buddy. Go back to where you came from.
Exactly, bro. That was the
No, that's
craziest
crazy.
thing.
That's crazier than mine. For like, I don't think I've ever seen such graphic like sexual activity in the city.
Dude,
That's crazy.
almost. I'm not even kidding. Almost, I was here last week. I literally watched a guy once again cranking one out by a church.
Maybe you just you track the guys cranking it out. I don't know.
I guess I got it on my phone.
Yeah.
Crank this, it's called. You know on it?
Yeah.
He might have went into the church.
Crank finder. That's crazy. I'm sure I had to have
Maybe
been
not looking
around.
hard enough.
I guess I'm not. I'm just not looking.
Here, watch.
I also don't have good vision. I usually like to see far away. I usually wear glasses, so maybe I'm just like, oh, that guy is just like playing with his flashlight or something. He's like putting the batteries in.
You're on the subway. Some guy. You're like, this guy's hitting my elbows. You look
It's like right next to me. What is that? I move in as close as possible. What is that? I haven't seen it that bad. I think my brother's ex-girlfriend had a story where it was on the Long Island Railroad. Actually, there was a guy who went up to like these two young girls and just started masturbating. She's like a 20-year-old girl, like skinny. And she like had to go up and like scream at him and like scare him away. But it was like that's like to go up to two young girls and just
it's
like
crazy.
That's just insane. That's ridiculous.
Dude, honestly, like I don't even like. I don't know. Honestly, if it happens to me on the train, it's gonna happen. Like, listen, but girls on the train, I feel bad for them.
Oh yeah, I would hate.
I gotta. If I was a girl, I'd be terrified on the train. Every time I went up there, I was like, "There's gonna be a homeless guy cranking one out." You know,
that's what you gotta worry about.
Am I gonna get
At night,
sick?
especially, like if I was a girl, I probably wouldn't go on the train at night,
No.
or maybe after a certain time, because sometimes I'm on there and I'm like, there's just like every train car has someone sleeping on it, which whatever in the middle of winter, like you guys have to sleep on here.
Yeah.
But it's just like, all right, this is just not. It just smells bad, and it's just like I'm alone here. If something happens to me, like I have to defend myself, and if I'm a small person, then
Did you think you could do it?
Like I was hypothetically saying that as a girl. I think I could do it now for sure. I'll be fine, or I'll go down with a fight.
Yeah.
We're not gonna just get these cheeks without some scars, but
You're leaving without an ear or something.
yeah. I'll do some biting. I'll do some biting action. But I don't know. Some of these dudes are pretty big. Some of them,
No, they are.
and they're like disgusting too. I'm not calling homeless people disgusting, but like
Yeah, you are.
if you haven't showered, some of them certainly. If you haven't showered, and every homeless person deserves to die now. If you haven't showered in a while and just like ratty clothes, like I don't want to touch you, even if you're trying to get like I don't want to, you know what I mean?
Dude, I don't like
I want to fight you.
I know exactly. I mean, dude, if I don't shower twice a day, I'm fucking filthy.
Twice a day. Oh, do you go to the gym in the morning?
Yeah, I shower.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll try to like, not try, but sometimes I'll skip the shower after the gym in the morning and I'll just put new clothes on. But I'm still like kind of dirty.
Wait, you go to the gym and then skip the shower?
I go to the gym. If I'm like really busy, I'm like, I'll just put new clothes on. I won't shower.
Okay.
And I'll continue my day. But I'm like, it just doesn't feel right.
I think I can't do it. Dude, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
It feels dirty. And
No,
I'm like,
I have to shower as soon as I get home.
I showered today. I showered for you.
Thank you. I smelled something good. I was like, oh man,
nice,
it's so nice. It's special occasion.
Usually I smell awful. I smell disgusting.
Really?
But for today, I was like, all right.
I appreciate it.
We have special company coming in. I can't be normal me. I can't be normal me. Yeah, this guy came on. No, but I don't. I guess I used to. So I used to go to the gym at night, and that was easier because I would just take a shower at the end of the day anyway. So I was like, I had to take one shower. But now I'm just like, I'm going through so much underwear. My God, like I don't have a. I just have to run through. I have to go to do laundry too often. Like I don't like this extra showering stuff.
Yeah.
But I do it. You don't want to smell bad, so.
I hate that. That's my biggest concern. Like I get self-conscious sometimes. Like, do I smell? Because like.
Did you used to smell worse when you were a child?
No, I never smell.
Okay, so you're good. So it's just like
but no. As I got older, if I don't like, I used to be able to raw dog and not put deodorant on, and I wouldn't smell. I'd have no smell. And then about 2 years ago, I smelled like a gyro in the gym. I was like, Jesus, I use deodorant.
Interesting.
Yeah, now I'm a big cologne guy. I love cologne now and like deodorant.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I'll overdo in the cologne. Not overdo, but like I'll put it on and I'm like, did I really need that? But no, deodorant definitely. I think I used to. I don't think I ever really smelled, but there's always sometimes where you smell yourself and you're like, oh fuck. What do I do? And you're like hoping no one else smells it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not worried if like, I'm like, ah, shit, I smell. But then I'm like, fuck, people are gonna smell me, and they're gonna go, I met the poop guy. He stinks like shit.
Yeah. Because they're like, if they only meet you once, or that's your first, they're like, this guy
exactly.
just, because if I was with my brother and he smelled once, he'd be like, "You smell bad today," but he doesn't always smell bad. So I'm like, "Oh, you just had a bad day." But the one time you meet them,
Exactly.
that's a good point. When you get, I'm assuming you've been approached by people in the street, maybe, and they're like, "Hey, you're the poop guy."
Yeah.
How's that been?
It's really cool, honestly. It's awesome because like. I don't know. I love meeting. I'm a very talkative person.
Yeah.
You know, so I love meeting.
Do you have like big conversations with them? Like,
yeah.
hey, how's your family?
I'm like, what's your social security number? I'm like,
Perfect, yeah.
No, but everybody that I've met, I literally, you know, I have a quick like, I don't know, 2-minute conversation. I'm like, get their name, you know, and we just talk. I was out. I went to Prince Street Pizza. Have you ever been there?
I don't think so, but I've heard of it.
Good spot. Yeah, they got the pepperoni, hot pepperoni, spicy.
No. Trying to entice me with the pepperoni? Yeah. Hot pepperoni. Yeah. Turn the camera on.
Go there now? But these 2 guys recognized me, and then I was just coming back from a show, so I stopped to get pizza. 2 guys recognized me. We hung out for an hour and a half. We ate pizza together. We took a walk. Yeah,
wow, nice.
I love meeting everybody.
You took a walk, man. That's like romantic.
Yeah, you know, we
fell in
ended
love
up.
with
Yeah, so we're walking. We ended up. He's jerking me off.
Listen, we saw this ambiguous trans girl. We're jerking off her in the street or something.
But no, like they were cool. Like, and a lot of
cool.
people I meet are, you know, awesome people.
Yeah, no, I've never had that long of an encounter with someone. For an hour and a half, that's kind of crazy. That's like.
Well, we ate, and then we just started like shooting the shit, and then.
I guess you're right. Well, did you go there by yourself? You were just like, let me get.
Yeah, I went.
Okay,
there
I guess you were just like, yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I get that. Now, I'm trying to think the longest one.
Do you get recognized a lot?
A good amount. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what a lot means to you. I don't know.
Like if I go out by my house, like if I go to the mall anywhere, I get like even if we go to the bar, like I get recognized now.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, it's like pretty much if I leave my house and I have to go do
they know your name? That's always one thing.
Dude,
okay, they're just like, you're the guy, right?
Yeah, they always go, hey, you're the poop guy, or
exactly.
are you the SCHMEAR? Or like, some people be like, you're Frankie on.
Yeah, like superhero nickname. It's the SCHMEAR. It's the SCHMEAR. It's the fucking SCHMEAR.
Sorry, I'm dying. But yeah, no, that's always fun.
Yeah, no, that's they don't know my name ever. When they do know my name, I'm like, oh, that's not. They're like, oh my god, it's. If they know my last name, then I'm like, oh my god, they're like, they love me. It's amazing. It's like the most ugly man in the world. I'm like, I need you. No, but it's usually just like, oh, you're the guy, and then I'm like, yeah. I don't have that long conversation sometimes. Sometimes I don't even ask for their name because a lot of times if I'm seeing someone in the city, they're walking the opposite direction of me, and they're walking away from me as they say they recognize me. It happened actually. It was like 2 weeks ago. Some guy was just walking by me with his dog. He was like, "Hey, you're the funniest" or something. And I was looking at my phone. I looked up. I was like, "Oh, hey!" And he was already behind me at that point.
Left.
And I'm like, "All right, I guess he's just like saying hey." Yeah. I'm like, "All right, that's cool." But you know, I don't want to stop him. But I try if I'm like, if it's like a different setting, then I'll try to like talk like, "Hey, what's your name?" And
well, I guess where I'm at, it's not as like fast paced. You know, like everybody's moving here. Like if I'm in the mall, like. I always tell people because they'll be like, oh, you know, I saw you here and I didn't want to come up. Like, come up to me.
There's been this one girl that has repeatedly said she saw me on the subway like multiple times. She's like, I refuse to come up with you. I'm like, this is creepy. You're just looking at me
say hi. What?
Every time. She says like 3 times. She's like looking at me every time, and I'm like trying to figure out because I think she has her picture there. I'm like trying to figure out what she looks like so I can find her. I got you.
Picture her.
Yeah, I'm like reverse is on you.
Dude, I was in my truck picking up my buddy, and a tow truck passes me, and then he reverses, and I'm like, oh, am I in your way? He's like, I love your videos, bro. I was like, no fucking way. I'm like, you saw me in my car. He's like, oh,
like,
yeah.
They have like eagle eye vision, dude. It's like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I think if I pass you on the street. Like let's say 3 weeks ago before like I knew of you but like not necessarily register in my mind, I would have been like, that guy looks kind of familiar. I would have been like, I know exactly where that guy's from, like exactly perfect. It's like really hard to get that down. So I don't know, but I guess these people no, it's great. Like
Can we go on a side quest and find this girl that's looking for you?
So if we take that train to the mic, we could possibly like.
Let's follow her home.
Yeah, I think she lives in this neighborhood. I think she might have told me. No, I'm not sure if it's the same one. There was someone else who was like, I know where you live because I saw you go into your building. I was like, bro, what the fuck? What is it? Why do you all know where I'm? What's happening?
Yeah.
So they're kind of scary, but it's always like I don't know. It's not in a threatening way. But have you ever had a bad encounter? I'm assuming no.
Never.
Okay, yeah.
Isn't that funny though? You'll see like negative comments.
Yeah,
like,
but they would never come up to you in person.
No. I mean, I did have a weird encounter where I was in the bathroom at a bar, and it was packed in the bathroom.
Okay.
And I'm pissing at the urinal, and this kid comes up behind me, and he's like, "You're the poop guy." And he's like fucking going like that. Like, he's like, "You're the poop guy, right?" While my dick's out. And I'm like, "Bro," I was like, "Dude, yes." I'm like, "Listen, stop." I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, sorry, can we get a picture?" I'm like, "Dude, I start laughing. I'm like, there's no way this is happening right now." I'm like, "Listen, we're in a packed bathroom." I'm like, "We could take a picture. Just let me put my dick away, and we'll go outside."
Like, hey, do you want the dick in the picture?
Yeah, I'm like, "You want my dick
out or in?"
Yeah. So the security guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, I respect you for that." And I was like, "For what?" He's like, "Not holding up the line." And I'm like, "Dude, I pissed on my pants just now." Like,
what else was I supposed to do? Do you think I wanted to get your urinal back? It's not a desirable place to do it.
But we ended up taking a picture, and then he's like, "You got it." He's like, "Can you call my dad on your phone?" I was like, "Bro, I'm like, I'm sorry.
I gotta go back.
Yeah. So is it for like? I mean, then I'll feel bad. I'm like, I should have called his dad. I told my friends.
No.
They're like, "No, we just got a."
I should have drove to his house and sang happy birthday to his dad. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. 'Cause then you might think in the back of your mind, like, did he think I was rude or something?
Yeah, exactly.
But like, no, I think as long as you're like being nice to them and being like, hey, like, nice to meet you.
Exactly.
Anything extra is just like, all right.
Yeah, they come up to me, they're like, "Are you the poop guy?" I'm like, "Fuck you."
I look like the fucking poop guy. Call me the SCHMEAR, my proper name. You piece of shit.
Have you ever had like an encounter with like a big influence, or like a celebrity?
That has come up to me, or
No, I'm saying, like, have you ever met like somebody and like had a bad encounter with them?
Not really. I think, like, honestly, like the same thing with me not seeing like bum fights in the street or whatever. I don't see celebrities that often too. It's like somehow I live in the city and I see nothing all the time. Maybe I'm just not looking.
Yeah.
But I've never really gone up to a celebrity. I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I've been to like a meet and greet type thing. Not really. Like, truly, I have no one that I can think of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you met like someone bigger and they're like rude?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, have you?
Yeah. Every person. I'm not even kidding, bro. Every person that has a bigger following I've met, and they've been so rude.
Do you like meet?
Like, ran into them.
Okay, just randomly ran into them.
Just
and
ran
like,
into
hey, do you tell them about your thing, or you just like, hey, like, nice to see you? And
Yeah,
stuff?
well, I'm never like, "Hey, I'm fucking."
Yeah, like, hey, like, I'm a big deal to you.
No, I ran into somebody who followed me. Follows me.
So it's like a mutual person.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, SCHMEAR guy,"
and that's it.
and I was like, "Oh, like, I haven't, like, we both follow each other, you know?" And they talked about me like a couple times actually, and then I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing at the show?" And she was, and they were like, "Oh, whatever," and then that was it.
Yeah, it's I know what you're saying.
So I'm sorry, I left this part out. I'm with my buddy Dan, and the person looks at my friend Dan, and they're like, "And who are you?" And my friend Dan was like, "I'm Dan," and she's like, "Oh, okay," and then literally left. And I was like, that was the most disrespectful shit.
Yeah, it's like, who do you think you are, bro? Like,
I just thought that was wild.
You know, that's just like, especially someone you like mutually. Well, even if it's not someone you mutually follow, like, it's just. I guess there was one I had where yours is way. It was never in person. Where like it was a person that I mutually followed, and I was like, "Hey, like your videos are super funny," and they just thumbs up the comment. I'm like, "All right, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
I appreciate that." But no, yours. I mean, I don't know. I guess they think they're like big shots or something, and they're like,
I don't know. It's like I met you in like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have like favorite influencers or whatever, and then I think they're not how you would, perceive them in person.
Yeah, I guess everyone online is probably a piece of shit.
Yeah, like,
and you're like
this woman.
Yeah, like we're both pieces of shit.
Yeah,
but we are like the most disgusting people.
Yeah,
we're gonna go like kill someone after this.
Yeah, we're literally following. We're gonna find out that girl on the subway and follow her.
Yeah,
home.
she's not gonna talk about.
She's not commenting anymore.
She's not gonna. Some of these other people, they get like too. They just get their head fills with air, and they're just like, this like special person.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had. I had something happen with another creator, and it was like a misunderstanding, and then we were both like boys after. I was like, "See, like that, like that was a great encounter."
Because it's like fun. Because like we're just.
I know.
We're all trying to make funny videos and like chill out and have a good time. And
exactly. But then it was like,
cares,
yeah, no, I mean, dude, we're all doing the same shit.
It's just even like if they have so many more followers than you, at a certain point it really doesn't matter. Like the number just. I think a lot of people in the beginning like care more about the amount of followers. I remember when I first started getting a lot more, I was like checking every day. I was like, let's see how many more I got. And at a certain point, it's just like, whatever. Like it doesn't change. Things don't really change for you between like 200,000 and 300,000 and 400,000, 500,000 stuff. And so like some people might look down at someone else and be like, I have 1 million versus your whatever number, and it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah. No, but it sucks because that's like, dude, people who have like 1 million. Like I think anybody who has over 600. thinks that like
like the hottest shit in the
fuck
world.
nothing. Like they don't want to associate with you.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to that point soon if I.
I text you one day and you're like, you're a pussy.
Hey, what the fuck? Who do you think you are? Use my proper title.
I'm like, did you block me on my phone number?
They change your name on my phone to the SCHMEAR. I love that name, the SCHMEAR, as like a superhero.
Yeah.
No, I can't see myself ever getting to that point, but that's just. I think that happens more in my mind in LA. That's like a fake, because LA in my mind is like a fake place where everyone's like, oh my god, how many followers do you have or whatever.
Yeah. I don't
but
know.
in New York, I don't know.
I feel like New York is I have friends that moved from Long Island to LA, and they said that New York's like worse.
Oh really? In terms of like rude people?
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
I mean, they still say that like, listen, there's a lot of scumbags over there, but they were like, it's pretty dead even.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it is probably because it's just another big city with like people trying to make it in the entertainment industry. I guess so. It's probably pretty much the same. But I don't know. I guess I haven't really met that many people. I haven't really met too many of my mutuals in person. I've talked to some of them on like online, but I don't know. I haven't had a chance to be disappointed yet. I guess
you haven't had a chance to just be a dick.
Yeah, I should have been a dick to you today. I ruined it.
You should have. As soon as I got here, you should have like, you're late.
I mean, like you drove all the way here. What the fuck? God damn it!
Well, you did have me move your couch, though.
Yeah. Listen. Couch. Well, they know you're lying because this couch is always here. So
yeah, we moved it downstairs, and he's like, I'll keep it.
Actually, I don't want it in the hallway. What was I thinking? Wait, it goes back in my apartment. That'd be a good workout. That's fine.
We did legs.
Yeah, then we took a shower. Yeah, I actually did legs.
We showered together.
Yeah, my shower is big. This shower is the nicest part of my apartment. It's big enough.
I saw it with good tile, nice tile.
Yeah, listen, I did it all myself.
You did it yourself? Jesus Christ!
I did not do it myself. No, I moved into that shower, but it is the nicest part. It's like I don't know. I mean, my apartment's fine, but it's.
No, I think it was a beautiful apartment. I would love look for.
It's all one guy needs really. Like it's just I don't have an extra person living with me. I don't have pets.
You don't have a guy living under your bed like that woman.
I haven't checked.
Should we go check?
Just check afterwards.
You just hear like.
He's like, he would have laughed at the things we talked about. In the podcast. He would have. There's no way he couldn't have laughed. So. When we talked about molesting, we've been like, fuck, they know I'm here. They know I'm here.
Matt's like been waking up. He's like, yeah, wake up, my pants are so stinky, man.
It's like crazy. I'm having these wet dreams. Right? I keep thinking of a guy. No, I'm not gay, man. Where's the guy in my dream? That's crazy. That would be the toe thing in the hotel is like
wild.
I remember reading that story, and that's why you feel bad for women who like put like a million locks on their door when they go to a hotel. Because like the guy at the front desk could theoretically just go into your room at any point. It's kind of crazy.
No, it is.
I feel uncomfortable doing that. And some hotels I know have like an electronic deadbolt. It's not even like an actual deadbolt. It's just like I think you can override it. Like it's like it's I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. I like when like
about it.
Like,
yeah, you can get through it.
I tried my hacksaw on the deadbolt. It just didn't go properly good. But like sometimes it slides. Although you see the metal sliding through, you're like it's secure. And sometimes it's just like flick this and it's a deadbolt, and then it's not actually a thing. So
wait, these are in the apartments?
No, in hotels.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I lost you. And I knew you weren't following probably. And I was like, confused. Let me just keep saying deadbolt more, and he'll understand. Deadbolt.
Yeah, no, I don't trust them. My dad's the opposite. He leaves everything unlocked because he just got so much like he's upset all the time. Okay. So he wants someone to come in, so he's got an excuse,
My dad is the exact same. I feel like our dads are probably very similar.
Maybe they're friends.
They could be. I don't know. They could. Maybe they. Did you grow up on Long Island?
Yeah.
What part? Yeah, my dad grew up in Oceanside and Dix Hills, I think.
Dix Hills. No, my dad. I'm sorry. My dad grew up in Brooklyn, and then Brooklyn, and then he came out to Long Island too.
Okay.
Well,
maybe your
dad.
Do you
consider Brooklyn Long Island?
No, Brooklyn's not Long Island.
I know people. Queens.
Queens. Well, so it's technically on the same part of land.
Yeah.
But I live in I'm from Bayside, which is it's like the closest part of Queens to Long Island, basically. It's like right there. So some people are like, you don't live in New York City, but there's a line there.
Yeah,
I pay New York City taxes, right? So I can't. I'm not gonna fall for this Long Island propaganda, but no, it's basically right there.
Yeah.
But no, maybe my mom grew up in Brooklyn actually, so maybe maybe they know each other. Oh, hey, I don't know about that. Interesting. It could. I mean, I don't know.
You never know.
You never know. That's true. I mean, I probably do know because my mom. I feel like my mom would know if she popped out an extra child and just like the kid got lost.
She's like, what the fuck? Where did he go?
What the hell? We won't mention it. Let someone else deal with it. Let my friend from childhood take it. Yeah, that'd be crazy. We could. I mean, you could be like my cousin. I don't know. I feel like we're all kind of like.
Are you Italian? You're Italian?
Yeah, I'm Italian.
100%?
No. There was like.
accent?
So my grandma's from Cuba, so I'm 75% Italian.
Oh wow, that's a
I
good
like the way you
mix.
said 100%. You were like 10. You're like 100%.
What are you doing? I gotta check your background.
Hey, let me see your blood. Let me see your blood. It's not thick enough. It's not thick enough.
There's no sauce in it. There's no sauce.
That's a little too salty. I don't know.
Wait, so your dad grew up in Dix Hills?
Yeah. He grew up in. So he was born in Texas on an army base. He grew up in Dix Hills.
Wow.
And then
what prestige was he?
he was actually blown out of a cannon at the enemy's end. No, but so he grew up in. He's like a New York Italian guy, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Probably very similar to
Yeah.
I assume it's just.
My dad literally looks like if you typed in stock image Italian dad,
Yeah.
it's him.
Exactly. My dad doesn't look. Well, my dad is kind of like he looks like Joe Pesci a little bit because he's short and he doesn't have the full head of hair, but
Does he talk like him?
kind of a little bit. I think to people that are not from New York, he does more, but he does a little bit for sure. So someone actually, this is a funny compliment, or not a compliment, it was a comment I got once. Someone said that I was like a combination of Joe Pesci and Aziz Ansari. Do you know?
Who's Aziz?
He's like an Indian comedian that talks. He's like, "Hey everyone, I'm Aziz." It's like I was like, I kind of get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I understand that. That's a weird combination, but I get it. So that was
Good compliment.
I don't know if it was meant to be a compliment, but I'll take it. I mean, they're both funny, successful people, so I don't know.
I'll take it.
It's better than like one of the.
Hey, you look like Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. And they're like, but they'll say you look like Jonah Hill and then make it worse. Like, you look like Jonah Hill melted in the sun. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, cool. But like someone said I look like Ted Cruz was melting once, and I was like, bro, I should have sent like drones to their house and bombed them. Like, I honestly should have killed them.
So anyway, the girl that said that we're following her home. That's
Yeah, we got a lot of people to follow home.
Yeah, today our segment is whoever left like a negative comment, we're gonna find out where they live and their blood.
I got a couple of knives over there. You can see them, so we'll take care of it.
We can take them a beautiful shower.
We got a whole facility here. I actually have it's like a full body suit. I had it for a video once. It's like a full extermination suit, so we can we don't have to get the blood on us.
You should do your stand up in that.
Hey, you got it. Hey everyone.
And not address it.
Yes,
They could have
just
bee costume.
came from a job. They're like, hey everyone.
Is that mad for this week?
They would. I'm sure. We can see the list of everyone that's on tonight. I don't know.
So is it the audience? I've never done an open mic.
Oh yeah, we'll talk.
Is
about
it just
the audience? Is the other comedians? Yeah. So, so some of them sometimes have an audience. Usually the ones later at night will have an audience, but like now we're going at 5. It's a work day. Usually there's not like random people.
Was there a later time?
No, it's the earlier one was 3, and then we chose the 5 one.
Oh, okay.
So this is the latest one. But no, it's like some of them are fine. It's like sometimes you'll go to one where it's just comedians and like no one's laughing. They're all kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like they just don't laugh at things that normal people will laugh at. They're kind of like more pissy about it and just like, yeah, whatever. And then sometimes you go to some that like everyone's laughing normally and like it's a fun environment. So this one's usually pretty fun. That's why I like it. I was like, it's a good example of like what an average good open mic is. But there's some like I went maybe a few weeks ago, I don't know, just like somewhere, just like all dudes in a smelly basement and everyone's just like, like no one's really getting, like the best way to get good laughs is just like say stupid, ridiculous, like dude jokes like, oh, everyone's dicks are hard right now or some shit, you know. So those are not that fun. But you like, the more you go to, you kind of like get a feel of like which ones are good for your, fit your vibe and which ones don't. Yeah, it's just like sometimes you want to practice and you want to get good feedback, and it's like, getting on stage is always valuable, but like sometimes it's just like, all right, this is a waste of my time and money.
Yeah, I talked to my friend Liam because he was telling me about the open mics, and he's like, bro, open mics are the most depressing things.
Yeah.
And then he basically described it to me like what I pictured in my head. He's like, you walk in, all right, everybody's miserable. They've been hearing the same jokes for the past week from these comics, and I just picture like a guy, sitting there with like a gun in his mouth, and then like you're like, oh fuck, like you do your joke, it's bad. He shoots himself. That's the light. Like they flash you to get off. Like that's the flash.
Everyone would laugh at that.
You're like, all right,
yeah, it's like the Joker. Yeah. No, it's kind of, some of them are like that. It is kind of I mean, sometimes you will see the same people do the same jokes over and over again, and you're like, it can't be avoided at a certain point because the same people do the same. You run in the same circles, I guess. But some of them are not depressing. I find like if you go to the ones that are not as depressing, you have a better time. So I think it's just like, thankfully in New York, there's a lot more open mics. There's like a ton of them.
Yeah.
I used to do when I went to college. I went to college in Pittsburgh, and there was like only a few. And so it's like you kind of have to go. Everyone has to go to the same exact ones every week, and it's like, all right, people are going to be doing the same jokes. It's different, but here you can kind of like mix it around and go to a bunch. So you can make it enjoyable. It's not as depressing, as it could be, but it is still depressing. Like,
Yeah.
certainly it's way worse than 60 people in a crowd that are like dying and everything.
Yeah.
When you'll be dreaming about that, like, oh my god, I miss those days.
You gonna throw up?
I was hiccuping.
Just throw up.
You're making fun of my hiccup and you've been coughing up everything. It's like,
Dude, I've been coughing. Okay, this was fucked up. So when I was coughing like 2 weeks ago, I had phlegm was coming out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I couldn't control it. Like, so every time I would cough into my sleeve, I'm like, please don't be phlegm. Literally, don't phlegm. And then my buddy's visiting, and I cough, and he doesn't say a thing. I go in the bathroom, I look in the mirror, there's fucking phlegm on my arm. I was so embarrassed, and I come out, I'm like, hey Connor, was there phlegm on my arm when I was talking to him? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why the fuck didn't he say anything, asshole? You know, just because like that, a good friend, like if you had something in your tooth, I'd be like, Matt, you got something.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Or like my breath stank, you'd be like,
Yeah, I need gum, bro. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But Connor's like, look, he's like, I'm talking to him, and he's like, yeah. And he's like looking at my arm. You know, I'm like, this fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Connor.
Couple more weeks of him getting to know you, then he'll be like,
Yeah, dude,
you
your
look
fly's
disgusting.
open.
Right now. Yeah, the flies. I had my fly open yesterday. I was like, oh shit.
The fly is such like I feel like it's a common thing, but if you don't realize until you look at someone else with their fly down, you look like a slob.
Yeah, no,
If the fly's down.
It's like a mess. Like he just threw on everything, like ran out of the house. Like, oh, I gotta go. Yeah, it's kind of gross. It feels so bad. I don't even use my fly, honestly. Like I pull. Well, I guess I guess I don't use it the typical way where you just like unzip the fly. I take my belt off usually. I just like, I don't know. I like to demonstrate right now. Let's see, everyone. Let me take my pants off. So
Wait.
this is my technique to whipping up my penis.
When you piss, this is a question we were talking about the other day. When you piss, do you take your balls out or do you just take your dick out?
That's a good question.
What do you do?
I think it depends on how tight my pants are because sometimes if like the elastic on my pants or like the belt is like constricting my balls, then the piss doesn't flow out as much.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time picturing. I think I take the balls out. I think I do.
You do? Okay,
I think I let
that's a
them
normal
free.
thing,
I think
yeah.
I let them like because I need the flow. Whatever's down like the I don't know the parts of the body. The urethra needs to have
Yeah.
like access. You know.
Well, if you think about it, if you just take your dick out, it's like we're choking.
Yeah, exactly. You feel it too. It like burns a little bit.
Yeah, because we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I won't even take my underwear. I just piss through because they're thinner underwear. I just piss through it.
Piss through the jeans. My flow is so strong. I just piss through. Like I close the toilet. I piss through the lid of the toilet. I carve it through. Yeah, it's fun. You know that's. Do you ever sit to piss on the toilet sometimes? Not even. I do it like when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I'm just like I have to sit down. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, too much going on.
I've been sleeping too much. I need to like.
I'm sorry.
No. I was just gonna say I need to like start my day off with like some sturdiness and just like be sitting.
In the morning when you go to pee, do you ever have like? Is it ever take a little bit to get out? Or like you're flowing immediately?
I think I'm flowing because I have to pee so much when I wake up.
Yeah.
It's like so much piss inside of me. I think it's usually it doesn't take a while. Sometimes I do have to wait to pee. That's when I'm like in a urinal in like the bathroom. Sometimes I can't. I have to be so badly I can't pee. Like in that situation where the guy went up to, I wouldn't have been able to pee.
Really?
I would have just been standing there and been like,
dude, I could have turned and pissed on him.
Well, I guess if I was already pissing, maybe I would have. But like, if he had done that before I started, I would have been like, I can't. You're making me uncomfortable. You're gonna touch me or do some weird stuff.
I'm like the priest.
Yes.
Father Steve.
Father Steve wants to get a picture of me with my penis. He's gonna hang it in his office in the back. The priests live in the church, or no? Do they?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They do.
You know?
That basket goes. I don't know personally. I've never been molested, like I said, but you know, that basket goes around. I think they're taking that money and they're getting lottery tickets. Personally,
but like if they win the lottery, how are they gonna?
What?
How are they gonna hide the money?
One of the kids are more like, listen, you're gonna cash this, and we're gonna take off all those sins that you've been committing. That's I
know you punched your sister in the face last week. That doesn't matter.
Did you ever do confessions? Like,
I hated that so much. That was like the most anxiety-inducing event of my life.
Going in the room like a sit down with a mob boss.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I hated that so much.
Oh my god.
That turns people away from Catholicism. I think. Like truly, I was like, if I could have quit the church at that point, I would have been like, yeah, I'm done. Like,
do you have a funny story with that?
Not really. I was always so nervous doing it because you have to like say the words beforehand. You were like,
yeah,
forgive me, Father, for I've sinned or something, and then you say, I don't think I ever. I was mean to my sister and my brother. That's whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
You have a funny story? I feel like the funny story is you got molested or not. Like,
well, most of the stories, obviously, all this like I've never been molested. Those are all fake. But like there are stories that have happened that like the reason I asked you that is when I was younger, I went to do my confessions, and you go in there. There's a big cloth, like a cheesecloth, that you can't see the guy, right?
Oh, I used to see them. Like I would.
Oh, really?
They would just be in front of me. It'd be like you right here. I'd be facing them. Yeah, we didn't have any dividing.
You might have got molested.
You're right.
What
It should be like divided. You shouldn't be able to see them, right? That was way worse. I had to like look this man in the face.
Yeah,
that was way worse.
That. Maybe, well, I think that was an option. That was like the premium package. I think.
Ours was every kid had to do. There was no dividing line for this.
I sat behind this cheesecloth, and I couldn't see him, but I was, I was in like what, 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I'm in there, and Father, if I've sinned, he's like, "What did you do?" I'm like, one of my buddies passed his test around class, and I cheated off of it, and then I handed it back, and I told the teacher that he did that.
That's good.
And he goes, but he laughed, right? And I was like, he's like, all right, say 2 Hail Marys, get out of here. You know what I mean?
That's kind of funny. Yeah. And you were ratting on your friend?
Yeah, it killed. No, well, I don't know why I did that. I was like, that was it. It was this kid I didn't like. Still to this day, I don't like him. He gave me the test. I was like, oh, can I see your test? And I took it. I was like, yeah. I was like, hey, Mr. Hand. The kid's fucking hand. He's cheating. He's a scumbag.
That's crazy. You got him good.
No, I ended up getting in trouble because she's like, you copied him.
How do you know he has that? That's funny. That's when you knew you couldn't get away with that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. I had one time in my high school, one of my friends was cheating off me on it was like a vocabulary test, and he changed one of my answers just to like make it look like he wasn't cheating. And that was the one I got wrong, and he changed it to the right answer. So he got 100 on it, and I got like a 9. I was like, bro, what the fuck? You cheated off me, and you got it better. I'm like, how is this fucking possible? I hate you.
You still friends with him?
I would. It's like a guy that just like he was like a friend in high school, but someone you didn't speak to after. But he's a cool guy. Like I would miss him again.
You're like, I fucking hate him.
I can't stand him. If he watches this, I think my brother actually saw him like a few years ago. Just like hung out with him or something. I don't know. Very
talked about him. He's like, yo, your brother Matt's a pussy.
I think they actually mentioned the test thing. That's like a thing that comes up a lot. He wouldn't call me a pussy. Maybe back then. He would never call me a pussy. No one ever called me a pussy. For the record, no one ever called me a pussy.
Do you have people that from like high school like DM you now? Like, oh, bro.
Oh, yeah, sometimes they're like, not really that much. Some people will go like, I'll do like a TikTok live or something, and then sometimes someone will come and be like, hey, I remember you from middle school, and I'm like, oh, who is this? And then they just don't tell me. It's like everyone's just saying they see me and they don't tell me who they are. About things. So I don't know, but some people, I don't think people care that much. Well, maybe I don't know, for your case, do people message you and they're like, hey, like...
I mean, people are running, like, where I live, it's like everybody kind of still around there.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, I'm just a normal dude, Like,
yeah, because it's not really like we're that famous.
Yeah.
Like, we're just like...
No.
Like, we're doing good and, like, making cool stuff, but they're just like, oh, like, he's making funny videos now and stuff.
No, I ran into some kids, though, and they were like... It was like... They were, like, nervous talking to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like...
And they're like, oh, like, we see your stuff, like, we love it. And I was like, I'm still...
Yeah,
you guys are making. I'm going to get fucking canned green beans and can't color right now. I'm not, but one of them, I don't know. It was just like that was.
No, that would be
be
weird. Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's happened. I guess I don't really see any people in person from high school anymore because I'm like out of the. Yeah. Also, my high school kind of has people from all over too. It's like different in New York City. I think we have every high school just has people from like all these different angles. So, like from my middle school, I think only. Like 4 or 5 people from my middle school went to my high school.
Really?
Like everyone goes to different high schools. So it's like completely... Wow. Like I have completely different friends from middle school than I do from high school. So it's very different out here. So...
Wow.
It's like it's just people from all over, so I can't really like target my demographic.
Yeah. That's weird. If we went to a middle school, it was like our middle school went to high school, and then like everybody went to middle school, went to that school.
Yeah, but they added more middle schools.
Yeah. Combined all
that makes sense. I think here just like so much more choice because we have like there's like specialized high schools. There's like you have to take a test to get in. And then there's like the Catholic high schools. You also have to like take a test to get into some of those. And then there's like the local one that you're supposed to be zoned to. And it's just like there's a million options. So everyone just goes to one. But it's kind of crazy. All right, I think we've been recording for fucking like an hour and a half or so.
Good, I like that.
It's been a while. I don't know how long.
Is that over your time?
Usually it's like an hour, but it's perfectly fine.
You're gonna cut all that out?
No, we can. I mean, we can actually. We have time to. We could probably go a little bit longer.
I'm down. I have to just. Can I piss real quick?
Yeah, you can piss. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, as long as it's in my mouth, you can piss. Yeah. I forgot to do my ad read. Actually, perfect.
Oh, you have an ad?
I have a. You'll hear me. All right, guys. I guess I have to put this here to pretend that we're actually using the microphone. So, Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and you could be exploited by hackers. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsor section to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. Thank you so much. That's our sponsor. You're welcome. And we also give away. We have a giveaway. Think of a random word.
Word?
Yeah, a word.
Sock.
Sock. All right. The password for this week is sock, all caps. You can go to the website and put in sock to one person that lives in the United States can get their special gift. Could be my used sock. Could be. You've been thinking about the sock for a while. You were going crazy in the bathroom there. Was that sock related?
Well, no. I was, dude. Your toilet's broken because I shoved a whole roll of toilet paper down there and it didn't flush. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
You put my towels in there?
Yeah, everything. I mean, I don't
Why
know.
is this not going? What the heck?
Like, Matt's fucking apartment. Shit, man.
What system is this? My good, I'll check. I have the shittiest toilet paper. I have like 1-ply toilet paper.
Oh, you're a sick
I accidentally bought it one day and I was like, fuck, I gotta keep using this. I can't waste it. You don't even need the microphone anymore. We fucked up the audio. You don't even need it. Like,
yeah, can I just move it?
Yeah, I think the line of this has to be in line with that. It's good, it's fine. I don't even know what's oh, whatever.
Are we even recording?
We're recording.
Or we're just doing this for freelance?
We're recording this. Well,
we're just hanging out.
I might cut it after that. I don't know. We'll see. We're just hanging out. We have time. So
we should get food too, because I'm starving.
Okay, then we should probably stop it.
Yeah, you think we should get
because yeah. So the place. Well, it depends on if you want to drive to the
How far is it?
By train, it's like 25 minutes usually.
Oh, it's gonna be longer if we drive, right?
It depends. It'll be longer, I think, if it's during rush hour, which might be coming up. But let me actually check it. I can just look at Google Maps and see what it says right now. It's not that. It'll be shorter if we drive, if there's no traffic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, everyone's down.
It's not bad. It's like relatively close. What the fuck? This phone has no phone number. It's just a phone that has. It's just Wi-Fi. It's literally just for filming this, and it doesn't work.
That's my buddy John. He does like a big day parties, and he's got 2 phones. So I'll call. He's like, don't use that phone. He's like, nothing goes to it. What? But he'll call me on it, and then I'll call it back.
That's just too annoying.
I'm like, dude, why won't you pick the phone up? He's like, are you calling the right phone? So I don't talk. No, I talk to him. I talk to him. Yeah, so now we know.
It's actually the same distance driving as it is.
I don't know. I want to just take the subway because I kind of don't want to lose my spot.
Yeah, that's right. All right, yeah. So we can do that. We can. So if we want to eat, we should probably stop.
Right, cool.
So we'll just sign off. I guess we don't. Sorry about the audio, guys. We fucked up. This is listen, guys. Listen. It's Frankie's fault. He slashed the line. It was him touching that a million times, even though. No, it was bad before that. That should have fucked your. For a second, I thought it didn't record your audio, and I was like, oh no. But then I clicked, and it was like.
Wait, did it record all?
No, it recorded everything. It's from the iPhone audio and not his microphone. It's good. It's listenable. I have to edit a little bit. I'll figure it out. It's just annoying that you've been trying to make this good.
Fussing with this thing for an hour so we have good audio.
But it's fine, guys. This is growing pains. Listen. We had a good time.
We had a fantastic
Thank you for coming here. I appreciate it. We talked about molesting. We talked about. Now we're about to talk about more. We're about to do comedy and
talk about getting molested.
Yeah, literally, my LSAT's just gonna be like, "Hey guys, I want to touch you all."
Listen, we might get molested on the train.
we might. We'll do like a quick inside the episode. Like Frankie's getting touched. I'm not gonna help you. It'll be like, oh, here's Frankie.
You're like, you're out of the frame.
Hey, bum, can you touch him? What is it? Put your fist up his ass.
Put the needle in his leg.
What is that? HIV? No, it's not. Get something else, please. Get something else.
Oh, it's a vaccine. It's a vaccine.
Yes, then we get our COVID vaccine. Just get on the screen. All right, that is the episode. Thank you guys so much. Please like and subscribe and do whatever you want. Have a blessed day.
Yeah.
You're all amazing, beautiful children. Or not children. Children are watching. Well, you can watch this if you want, but probably your parents are gonna be upset because we say weird stuff. All right, that's it. Thank you guys.